These niggas think I'm motherfucking playing. I'm official. Watch this shit.
What's going on today, everybody? LSB Mike podcast show.
Facts.
Starting off, Dante, Mar, me, be you. And we're going to start off with the topic of the day is, well, one of our topic of one of our episodes today. We're going to let Don start his off. This is one of his topics.
Being gay in this day and age compared to the 2000s and the 90s. That's what we're going to talk about today.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, man, listen, 90s and the 2000s.
The 80s. Yeah, I thought it was like the 80s to 90s. Because it's like more so like...
We in the 2020 though, so it's like...
Yeah, but then we was in the 80s, so it was more so like we can understand and like see how that transpired.
Yeah, I don't remember
now.
shit in the 80s.
Yeah, but we was baby.
I just
We
remember
was baby, but it's like as you was growing up more, like as you start reaching 90s, like,
I just remember Thundercats and G.I. Joe. That's it.
My intake on it is I think it's more accepted now in the world, and I mean I'm not throwing no shit at nobody. Hey, you is what you is all cool, well and dandy. But my thing is like compared to back then, how it used to be, where like a lot of people didn't like it, and they had a lot of stuff to say about it, and it like took it, especially if you had somebody in your family that was gay, and then you know how some of them dads was back in the day, they ain't said that shit at all.
Yeah.
And you even got beat, or like some of them, like you see some movies where like some true story movies where like the dad would make them have sex with prostitutes and like try to get that out of them.
Wait,
but
where is this at?
Whoa.
no, it's like lifetime movies and
Wait, you watch Lifetime movies?
Man, listen, yes.
Okay.
You know, my mom and them, they watching it, so like some movies I used to have to watch them too. So like, but I feel like more so it's more acceptance nowadays than it was back in the day. Just my intake.
I mean, I don't think it's more accepted. I think it's more mainstream, but not accepted at times. I mean, you still got the same people that's out here that hates. But I mean, I think it's more of it. It gets thrown in our faces so much, like the parades and the rainbow flag, and just go ahead and just do you.
Right, just do what you gotta do.
Do you and keep moving. It don't need to be pushed down and shoved in everybody's face and throat. Because I think it's a difference between, and I know it's the same exact words, between, and I'm going to talk about a man, between a gay man or a man that's gay.
Wait,
does that make it's a difference between a gay man or a man that is gay.
So, all right, explain it. Yeah, you gotta explain it to me because I don't know. Yeah, I'm lost.
To me, a gay man it's like first it's the gay part. So they always look at the person as, oh, you're gay, but he's just a gay guy or a gay man. I think when it's a man that's gay, they are a man. They are a grown ass man. They do the things they need to do, but they just happen to be gay.
Okay, I can understand that. I can understand
where you're going.
So right. When we grew up, like in the day and age we grew up in, like being tough was like that was the thing. Like you had to be tough. Even if you weren't really tough, it just was that was the fashion at then. You wasn't smiling at pictures, you was ready to fight anybody. And you made fun of anything different. You made fun. You really made fun of anything different. You laughed at it. You ridiculed it. You clowned it. I'm saying it because at that point in time, gay was not normal. It wasn't usual. It was something that was out of the box. So you know, you had some people who were bold enough to want to be gay in the times that we grew up in. And you had some that you didn't find out they were gay until
like years later.
Now,
Now
when it's this big movement.
because I think not to cut you off, I think it was more so that they was scared to come out at that time. Because like I got a cousin, he just came out, love him to death. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, we always kind of knew, but as like it was a hard time for him coming out because of how our family is. You know what I'm saying? Like all our men is like man, you feel what I'm saying? And like probably us saying like, oh, that's gay, and like him hearing that, like, damn, I can't really come out to my family because they're gonna think different of me.
They gonna think different of you,
right.
But they gonna have them jokes. I know my family. My family, we gonna have jokes on that.
Yeah, my thing is like
that's what I'm saying. But then again, we're still gonna love you.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, it's family.
You
Which you is. You feel me?
Even with the not only gay, like we knew about the download situations and shit. Like as far as it's starting in jail and trickling down to the communities that
do we know for sure?
Yeah, I mean,
and you're right. We may have not known prior till they were in jail and got out of jail. Mm-hmm. But I'm saying as far as the times that we were in, the time we grew up in, you couldn't be gay.
Yeah, you could.
You couldn't be like you could. But you couldn't be gay.
I'm not saying you couldn't, or you could do whatever you wanted to do. But I'm about to take the conversation to like another direction.
But wait, before you do that,
no, because we're gonna go back to it. But we talk about people being gay and laughing and joking or doing things. Mm-hmm. But it's like motherfuckers sag all day, showing their ass.
Sure.
Bro, why are you doing that?
Right, I agree.
That's what I said. It
is gay tricks.
No,
even when they was in jail, they said
no, but
said that's
no, but
they still do.
It was a gay trait in jail.
Yeah, right.
But
not in jail.
In jail, it was a gay trait in jail. But as far as in the black communities, just hip hop communities, period, are based off what was saw by the masses on TV. So. Your favorite rapper sag, you sag. Your favorite rapper, if AI sagged his pants and wore a big jersey, what happened? Somebody sagged and wore a big jersey, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, true.
So that it was to educate it, and that's what I said. Gay might have to me today. It seems like it's a fad as far as I'll say female wise. You see females, it'd be. They're gay today, but lesbian today.
And pregnant tomorrow.
And then,
that's weird to me.
And I have nothing against...
nothing against... I'm just saying, it's just weird
I have nothing against lesbians or I don't even know how... I never knew how to properly address a gay woman because I don't know, like, what's the difference in being gay and being lesbian? Isn't it the same thing? So I never knew how to really address it. But I feel like in today's era... It's something that's more of a fad compared to a reality. Yeah. Something that they really were. They were born that way, so they did it that way. Because before, when we grew up, you always heard, "Oh, girls will try a girl." That it's just in women to experiment. But then
you feel like it's more acceptance for women to be gay than it is for men to be gay.
And in this day and age, I don't think it's sexist or biased.
No,
I don't think it's biased at all.
I think it's more.
It's like more accepted. Like if you gay, like for a woman to be like, oh well, yeah, I'm gay, and then maybe like,
because if a woman is gay, a dude was trying to talk to the woman.
Yeah, threesome.
Let's get a threesome. Let me give you this dick real fast.
Don't you think it's happening?
I don't think it's accepted.
You don't think it's happening to these these gay men that say football players that are gay?
I don't think it's women
that's trying them. That's like I might be changing.
I can only say how my experience is. I have seen women say, "Hey, I would never fuck that faggot or that gay guy."
Yeah.
Because you never know.
Yeah, you never know what you can get.
Yeah. No. So I understand. I'm just saying, like the accepting part of it is, I feel like just gay awareness in today's era is so wide now and so vivid. Compared to back then, it was sporadic. You might have saw a gay person here, a gay person there.
But what is we seeing? Like maybe I just see a person. I don't sit there and say like, oh, well, that's a
but
you
and
that move a little funny.
And that era we grew up in, even if they wasn't gay and they did something funny. Now that's a gay. You gay.
I was growing up.
Not saying you. I'm saying
like in the hood. Yeah, I'm in the hood, like, you seen
I do
everything.
this.
No. I said this is how we grew up. It's just you can move or put something on. Being light skinned, y'all light skinned just like me, man. You wore a purple shirt or a pink shirt, and you was gay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm saying like back then it was just anything could pull the assumption of it.
Yeah.
But now you don't even have to assume because it's open. It's vast.
It's not. It's open to a certain extent. It's more the people who. I guess it's more with like the people who just are just I ain't gonna call them flamboyant, but they just. I don't know. They just move differently.
Aren't you supposed to be proud of your being?
Be proud of your being, but sometimes I think, let's say that we're proud to be black.
Yeah.
I think they'd be proud to be more gay
Then be black.
than be black.
That makes sense.
So if they worry about more gay rights
then black rights.
than Black Lives Matter.
I think because
and that's good. I'm glad you're saying that.
I think
I'm glad you're saying
that-
that's going to be in my next time.
that shit is crazy.
I think because being black and then being gay is totally the fight to be proud to be black will never ever die. You're always gonna fight for that. You're always gonna be proud to be black.
But my thing is this though, right? My thing is, don't you think that they get and like I said, none against nobody, none judging like, hey, it is.
Yeah.
My thing is, don't you think they have more rights than the black community?
As far as being gay?
That's what I'm saying.
Why? It's because it's white men that are gay.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So, like, what he trying to say is that somebody would rather be gay than be black.
Yes,
because it's
absolutely.
more. It's more.
I didn't disagree.
It's more accepted.
I was saying as far as
It's more accepted,
Yeah.
but it's not accepted.
yes,
Right.
that's what I said. It's one way or the other. But now, like then, that didn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Now that matters.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like now, in this day and age, that matters. You'd rather be gay than to be black. That matters now.
Yeah, but
In
that's
our
just-
era, it wouldn't happen.
Like the whole
Somebody,
Dwayne Wade
look,
thing.
don't nobody know you gay. You can dress like a man, this and that, but they know you black.
Yeah, facts.
It's true.
Facts.
It's true.
They know you black.
And my thing is, every black person fights with being black every day. You have something that makes you have to fight for the fact that you're black. Whether it's cops, whether somebody treats you in the store, whether it happened at a job, but that's not happening with the gay community now.
They do to a certain extent. I just think just being black is
Because what's that thing like you do something to somebody that's gay?
Hate crime.
It's called hate crime,
Yeah.
right? Do something
It's
else.
never-
Do something else.
it's not a hate crime.
Right.
It's not a hate
You know
crime.
what I'm saying? Like,
So
it's
like,
crazy.
the way you angled it, dope angle. I fucks with that. I'm just saying like the time wise is the difference in how it's viewed.
Very true.
So the way you say it, how it's viewed, it is more acceptable. And I don't want to keep going back to this thing, but it's more acceptable to be gay now in 2020
Yeah.
than it was in the 90s. But it's still, we're going through the same struggles as being a black person from the 70s.
Facts.
Oh, shit. Well, they ain't shooting hoses at us no more. But from being like 80s, 90s,
facts.
2000s,
Facts.
2010. So they did get a lot more acceptable for it.
Yeah.
Why? It's because a different races
Also gay.
dominate being gay.
And
So
then,
do
and
you
then like the
feel
whole
like? Do you feel like this? The LGBTQ
I would never say that in my life.
community,
Uh-huh.
because it's vast, is more accepted than the black community.
yes, I feel like it is. I do. I mean,
Yes, because that is the people that's accepted them more,
mhm.
the majority of them accepted them more are the letters you just said, because I don't know the letters. That's their that's their brothers, that's their sisters, that's their sons, that's them.
Yeah.
But with that being said, why are we as black people not as accepting to
That community.
that community? Because that's our
As the community.
brothers,
No, I'm
sisters.
not saying at the community.
Yeah. This is it's different because now since other cultures are taking those things or whatever,
Right.
why can't us as being black accept them also?
I mean, I think we do. I mean, because like you
Well,
said, we got family members that are.
in a small part.
Yeah, I mean,
But I'm just saying, like,
I think some of our black people feel some type of way that they get more attention and more rights and everything about it. So that's why they had so much hate towards it.
yeah, but we accept our family members, but do we accept everybody else?
I mean, I do. I mean, look, I don't got nothing against it.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I can chill with you.
yeah, I don't got nothing against it. I mean,
All right, so
probably half and half. It might be.
So let's keep it funky.
Half for the black people, half of the black community accepted, half of the black.
So let's keep it funky then.
It's more black guys don't.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Well,
more
so,
black-
so let's keep it funky. What was the if you know the term, say it. If you don't, I'll pop it up in the episode. But what was the term called when you were somebody that is afraid of gay people, like
It's
being
homophobe, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so in our era,
But was they really homophobe or they just? Was
there you go.
They was,
There
or they
you
just
go.
saying-
Now you understand where I'm going.
I don't know. I just know that's the word. I
They
don't
just
know.
was doing it because everybody
Hey,
else
y'all
was
doing
doing
it?
No, you said the word, but he got where I was going.
Okay.
So were people really homophobic then? Because I see people who claim to be homophobic in our era that are extremely interactive with the LGBT community. LGBTQ community. I'm sorry. You know, I see them extremely, open and active with it. So, being homophobic was a fad in our era
back then.
compared to now.
Yeah.
So much of
It's just a setup.
everything then, what was real in our era to what is real now. More so is
That's a good one.
kind of my argument.
That's a good one. I mean, I think more so. That's a good one. I don't know.
That's
I can't answer that.
that's kind of where my
that's a good one.
argument is
I
with
can't
that.
really answer that because, like, even like now, what you saying that is more so like we won't even like accept. All right, let's keep it real. Like, we won't accept our kids being gay. We would feel some type of way as a black community. So I kind of get what you was kind of saying about it.
I can't talk about. I can
Because
talk
look at
some
the way
of
it way.
black-
So
black
everybody's
community.
now going into that way. We're like, hey, my kid's this.
So-
But me with that situation, I think he's too young.
Well, so wait, but it's a difference.
It's a
It's a difference
accepting
between.
and then that whole.
See, he wasn't.
Nah, you know what? It's
that
not what I'm
wasn't
thinking
just.
about,
That
though.
wasn't just a gay situation.
He wants to change everything.
That was a transgender situation.
But it's
But
still
you
like
just,
when
you
it's
just talked
still
about
be
those letters you
gay.
said that.
LGBTQ
Yeah.
community.
But so
LGBTQ
I think we talked about this a while.
We did. We actually never touched this
So
one.
if
We did. We just never.
he is trying to turn himself, let's say anybody trying to turn himself into the opposite sex,
right.
do they have to be gay?
I think you are
Wait.
because you're not what
Say,
you are.
wait, say it again.
So if you try to, let's say I try to change myself into a woman, but I still like women.
But you
But you want to be a woman.
I want to be a woman.
So like,
So now I wanna be a
Jenner,
lesbian.
Like Jenner.
yeah.
wouldn't
Because
you
like
still,
Jenner, they talk about you still
wouldn't
like
you-
women.
alright, this is where I said I was confused as far as I've never known how to address lesbian women because I don't know if you call them gay or is lesbian a term for gay or is it the
I know
proper
how to
usage.
address
So
them.
if a man,
Address them by their name.
no, I'm talking about like
What's up, Leslie?
the whole community, like the lesbian community, like I just never knew how to address that properly. But I feel like if you would still be some form of gay.
I think you would. Yeah, I agree. I think you
If
still would because you're not
if now you are a man who
but
turns
you're not being the man.
no
that
because
you
no
are.
if you are a
But
man
that's the man that they are.
okay
No,
ready
you
no
grew
listen.
up as a man.
All right
They grew up because it was
let me steer it real quick
because
and
it was
then-
pushed into that.
All right, ready,
I
set,
agree with
go.
him. I think you're.
Let me. So if you're a man that now wants to be recognized as a woman, but you like women, you are now a woman, so that would make you a lesbian, right? Well, in turn, make you gay.
So yes.
So you would be gay.
But if you gotta cut those parts off.
Oh.
That would still make you, even without the parts, you're still trying to become a woman. So
you're not really a woman.
But you'll be identified as a woman, and you like women.
That birth certificate,
it says
that birth certificate says
you,
men.
you fill out that application.
It still says male. Yes.
You gotta hit that other.
Yeah, but wouldn't you still be?
That's crazy.
Wouldn't you be?
What?
Wouldn't you be still? You ask this question. You would still be gay one way or the other. Because you would be going to the opposite sex, still liking the same sex.
That's what I was saying.
I most definitely understand that part. Right. But when you look at it, they're not really, to me, they're not really, let's say, gay or any, because it's like they're changing. Because
I don't think you can change what God gave you.
You're saying because of their characteristics, they.
I get what you're saying.
We could.
I don't think you can change what God gave you.
I get what you're saying.
You can.
So it's more of a condescending thing.
But you can. But you can't. You're not. I would say you're not supposed to.
But when you look at it, if we have all this technology. I don't want to get into it. If we get all this technology, which God has given us, He's giving you.
This nigga gave us too fucking
He's giving you all of this to do these things.
Nigga, they gave us too much
that's what
shit.
God is giving you.
I get where you're going, but
I like to get into religion on that.
Me and Doc saying.
No, I know. I most definitely understand.
Yeah, you can't change that. You would be gay. It's a touchy.
No, it's touchy because there's so many different.
Well, it's
ways to look at that community.
But I accept everybody for who they are.
Oh yeah, me too. Me too. Like I accept anybody.
No, because I'll be like, all right, like let's just use that thing that happened with Kevin Hart, for example, like when he was going to host the Oscars and he made this thing.
Or was it?
That was like years ago.
It was years ago, and look at how his head was bit off for his opinion years ago in a era.
But why?
Because it was accepted. They accepted it then. Nobody said nothing then.
Why? It's because he talked about it because he was hosting a white event.
Oscars.
All right, no. I get what you're saying. I'm saying, why was it okay for him to say it then compared to it being offensive now? Then was when it was okay to talk about it like that then.
Because he probably was just doing regular shit and hosting the international NAACP and doing those type of things. Yeah, but now since it's the big Oscars, changed, right?
The time.
He could have hosted the BET Awards.
And no.
What's nobody gonna go all hard? Yes, and I'm saying if he's hosting the Oscars got a hold of it. It's a white event. They have brothers, sisters, sons, daughters that's going all hard on for it.
Facts. The topic is about the times, right? Mm-hmm. What happened to him is strictly what we're talking about.
But
at one point in time, if I said, I'm not gonna say it, but if I said I hate blah blah blah,
yeah.
And I said that in the 90s, guess what?
You'd be praised.
I'd be cool.
But yes. He could say it now.
He couldn't say it now.
Even if he tweeted those things out now and he actually went and hosted a black event.
No,
I don't know if he can really
he couldn't say that right now.
So much now. I mean, let's say he did a comedy show.
And let's somebody tweeted he was hosting the BET Awards or he was hosting something and somebody put that out there. You thought they was going to really yank him from being a host?
I don't think they would have
yanked him. But
I think they would have said something about it.
You don't think he would have said something about it?
I think he would have had to do an apology. Like
he would have got flack. He would have got flack for it.
He would have had to get an apology. He would have had to do an apology.
So all right. So
you can't fault.
I'm not faulting.
Well, no, you can't fault me for saying something about anybody back in the day. I changed. You matured. It's different things.
Yes. So, but
I get what you're saying. Since it's a white.
So
Absolutely, yes.
It's more so different. And,
Yes.
and not to even if it was like the black thing, I get what you're saying. We're more so like, yo, bro, you gotta apologize, and then you come back.
No, it's not because
he would have to apologize.
No, they wanted him to apologize. He said he wasn't because that was something.
I thought he did. I did. He made a whole apology.
No, he didn't apologize at all.
On Twitter.
He just said.
My bad.
He didn't apologize. He made a formal statement to the LGBTQ
community. Yeah. That's
but
what
he wasn't apologizing
yeah.
for.
Because he didn't say it like in a harmful way. He was just like, he's a comedian joking around.
Even if you did say it in a harmful way, people change their minds.
So can I answer? I'm gonna ask both of y'all this question before we end the segment because I feel like it was getting into our time frame.
Right.
So do you think that gay, this broad term, is directly related to bias and race?
Say it one more time, because I'm confused.
so gay. Like I said, this broad. It's a small word with a vast array of meanings in communities. Do you think it's based off of mainly bias and race?
No.
Nah.
All right, so
I'm gonna say no too.
If we say no, a lot of our discussion that's going to be seen is going to be a lot of the fact that a lot of things were changed due to white America, not for black America. That was a lot of.
That's true because the black America is the ones that's not accepting it.
Right. We can't.
Not
saying we just don't. Not saying us in this room. I'm gonna talk about our black people. We just don't accept.
Okay, so that was
just. I can only say what I see.
Yeah, what we see.
No.
We're from Camden, New Jersey. We're from the hood. So what we see, we don't.
The content is great, but when we do say that it's the black community not accepting it, gay is highly affected by bias and race. I wouldn't say they're not accepting it.
They just are the white America accepted more than black America.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Right.
That's the only thing I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm saying that too. Yeah.
Cool.
So
even though we are the minority, so we're smart.
But with that being said, you got anything before you close out?
Nah. We definitely damn, this was a great fucking topic.
Listen, this is a great
topic.
topic.
Just love everybody.
Listen, we love everybody. We just talking about it. We ain't got nothing against the gay community. None of that. We have family members that's gay.
LGBTQ community.
You know what I'm saying?
We have nothing against
I
you.
can't say it, but he can.
I'm the only one in the room that can get them letters out. I don't know why, but we're gonna
toast y'all.
Facts.
Let y'all be safe out there, because like people does try to harm y'all.
Ignorant shit.
You got nothing against it. Just a topic.
Let's have a shot with y'all.
Facts.
Let's
the best drinkers.